Oh, excuse me. Had a little burp up in here. Okay, so I wanted to come on today and talk about, because I was just like seeing how people been treating these service workers, and like that is something I am so passionate about. Like people just being disrespectful to service workers, because I worked in the service industry for so long. Like I started off, my first job was at Burlington Coat Factory. I was a sales associate, then I went to being working at McDonald's, working at Taco Bell. I've worked um, Walmart, like that's the longest job I've ever had, and one of the most difficult jobs I've ever had, just dealing with customers and like the things that they expect from people in customer service, and the things that they feel like they're entitled to, or the things they feel like they can say to people in customer service and can just get away with it. You know what I mean? Like when I worked at Taco Bell, I worked at the same Taco Bell twice at two different points in my life. I worked there once in 2014, right before I moved to Las Vegas. I will shout out to Taco Bell, because that Taco Bell here in Flint is the first Taco Bell is the first place that hired me after my car accident in 2012, 2 years later. They hired me, and I appreciated that so much, because nobody believed in me. Nobody believed that I could do the work that I was saying that I was doing, because I had, went through so much in that accident, and my body was so damaged and all that. But God be the glory that I'm healed now. But I appreciate them for taking a chance on me, and just taking me back like years later, when I fell short on my feet, and that they were able to just help me and accept me back in. I really appreciated that. But let's get to it. Okay, so I had this group of people who often come up. Like they would come up, and I always worked at the drive-thru. Like I was always either the drive-thru person or the cashier, because I just have a really, really big personality. I'm really, really friendly. I love talking to people. I love doing like different accents on that, and like talking to people. So like people come up, I'm like, "Hello, welcome to Taco Bell. How can I help you?" It's I do like a really nice English accent for them, or I might be like, "What up? How you doing? Welcome to Taco Bell." Then they get up there, and I'll be like, "Hey, how are you?" Or something like that. They be like, "Oh, who was that I talked to back there?" I'd be like, "Hola, welcome to Taco Bell. What can I get for you?" So I just love playing with people, talking to people, and just really just being like an all around, just well rounded, fun person. So this card that would come up, it was like maybe like four girls, four guys, or like three guys in like a little Jeep. So they'd come up, and it'd be like a whole car full of them, and they'd order like one thing, and they'd be at the window like just acting a fool. They do this every weekend, because I work nights. So at the time that I was working there, I was working here as well. And so I was working days here, and I was working nights there at the time. And so on the weekend, this car full of teenagers, young teens, early adults, I would say. You know what I mean? I ain't really paid them no attention like that. So one night they came up, and because I was so used to them cutting up all the time, I immediately turned to my manager, and I told my manager, I said, "Hey, if they come up here doing all that extra stuff," because as soon as they started talking on the thing, I knew exactly who they were. I said, "Hey, if they come up here being all extra and stuff like that, I'm just gonna close the window and deny them service." He was like, "Okay, that's fine." Boom. So they ordered one water, one taco. So actually, I'm lying. They ordered 8 waters, one small Sierra Mist, and one taco. So 9 drinks in total. When they get up there, I had all 8 of the waters made and 2 drink carriers. So I had it right on top of each other. And then I had the extra 9th drink, which was the Sierra Mist, sitting in the middle. So 5 drinks on one, 4 on the other. So the first thing I do is I don't ever ask for your money first. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hand you out your drinks first, as soon as you pull up to the window. So they come up, I'm like, "Hello." Go to hand them out the drinks. The girl who answers says, "What's that?" And I'm just like, "It's your drinks you ordered." And she's like, "I ain't ordered that." I'm like, now I'm like, okay, I know for a fact y'all ordered this, and I'm not about to fucking play with y'all. So I'm like, "Okay, have a blessed night." And I go to close the window. And so she's like, no, stop playing, give me my drinks. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, "Here you go." So then she says, so I tell her the total, and she says, "Oh, you got a motherfucking attitude, and I'm not about to deal with that." I said, "Oh, you have a blessed night." There's no discussion after this. You're not about to cuss at me. You're not about to come up here acting a fool like you running some shit. No, you're not. You're not gonna do that. So after I close the window, she's yelling like, "Give me back my money. Give me my money." I never took any money from her at all. So I'm like, "You didn't give me any money." I say that through the thing loud enough for her to hear, because I'm not opening the window back up at this point. So they drive off. She like, "Okay." They drive off. I don't see them. I'm dealing with the next customer or whatnot. So I took her money. Boom. handing her food out. As I'm handing her food out to her, 3 of the girls from the car come walking up through the drive-thru, because mind you, we're closed on the inside. They come walking up through the drive-thru, and they're standing like right in front of the girl's car who I'm currently servicing. So the girl like, give me my money. I'm like, girl, you didn't give me any money. So, you know, at this point, I'm like, y'all are really being serious about this right now? Y'all done walked up through the drive-thru knowing damn well you didn't give me no money. So she, next thing you know, when I said that, they start busting me in the face with rocks, y'all. Wrong one. Because it took me a moment to realize, because they hit me so fucking hard in my face with them rocks, that I had been hit in the face with anything. Like, it stunned me. And they cracked the girl's windshield right there, because they threw so many of them and so hard. And so the girl is really focused on me, like, are you okay? Like, are you okay? And so I'm looking down, like, my head is a little, and I'm just looking down and I see all these rocks. It was done. I seen them walking. They walked from the drive-thru after they did this. Bitches was bold. They didn't even run. They said, oh, he's not doing that then? Ran from behind that motherfucking counter. Unlocked that door. Caught when they seen me walking, running out that motherfucking store, 2 of them started running. I guess the 3rd one didn't get the memo, because I caught that ass by the back of her hair walking off the fucking curb. And when I tell you, I grabbed that bitch by the back of her hair and I soufflexed her ass. I gave that bitch a 2-piece of a biscuit with some red beans and rice on the motherfucking side. Her sister tried to run up. She said, oh, I'll fight for her. I said, bitch, and you'll die for her. I kicked that bitch dead in her motherfucking chest. Bitch, because I'm coming to beat everybody ass in this motherfucking car today. The next one ran up. It was pop, pop, ding, ding. Sis, we're getting it. What you thought this was? Y'all done threw rocks at me. At this point, everybody's dead. One of the boys tried to jump out the car, and I'm like, oh, bitch, you good, because I was already coming to the car. Everybody's involved is in trouble. You guilty by association tonight. He tried to swing on me. I literally, I dodged it, fell in the street. He literally ran, he jumped back when I fell, because I hopped right back up, quick as hell. I'm like, what's good? Boop, 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 boop. Literally just put a whole 7-digit code in on him and just hit this nigga on the ground. So my coworkers, all the customers, because we a really busy location, so all the customers, they know me. They're literally got out their cars, they pulling me back, Lonnie, please, just stop. Lonnie, please, stop. Please, just go back in the store. We want our tacos. And I'm like, no, this bitch just hit me in the face with a rock. I'm about to kill him. So boom, I'm still beating on these hoes. So they done finally got me to kind of get in the store. So then I'm sitting in the store, they come walking back up to the windows or up to the doors they about to do something. Tell them to come out. Round 2. So I go and grab a big ass knife. You know, I'm just about to cut bitches up at this point. Slice and dice, blame me on. So I run out there with my knife. Oh, you know they ran in. I ran up behind one of their asses. This bitch thought she was about to sneak me. Her sister, as I'm running up on one, the other one running up behind me. This hoe don't know I got spidey senses, bitch. She come running up on me. I turn my ass around so motherfucking quick with my hand straight like this, because I was about to knock that bitch into oblivion. When I tell you that bitch saw my hand go up and she tried to stop herself from running, that bitch fell straight back. You would have thought her soul dropped out her booty hole, because that hoe said, dude, and just hit the ground. Just hit the ground. And I ain't do nothing but kick her in the motherfucking forehead. Bitch, because you was a dumb motherfucker for thinking that you was about to sneak my ass. And you a hoe ass motherfucker for not actually doing it, bitch. Because when you get that motherfucking close, bitch, you ain't got no other choice but to drop kick my ass or something, bitch. Because let me tell you, I'm not getting that close unless I'm about to beat your ass. Ain't no way I'm about to come sneak a bitch and then a bitch catch me sneaking and I'm about to stop. Nah, bitch. At this point, surprise, I'm here. You know what I mean? We just gonna make it is what it is. You know what I mean? But, and then people were saying I got fired. No, I did not get fired. I literally decided not to come back to work for a few days because, and I don't even say nothing to my managers about it, because I came back to work and then one of the people was telling me that one of my managers was saying like, oh, they was coming up here looking for you, sending people up here in different cars to look for you and this, that, or the third. And then my thing was, is I'm not about to get shot over no motherfucking tacos or people just being disrespectful. And apparently somebody called up saying that the girls were underage. Okay, well, if that's your underage child riding in a car with a whole bunch of boys or something like that, you need to get them little sluts under control, because the bitch done literally sit up here and put her hands on me. And she lucky I didn't take it as far as I really wanted to. You know what I mean? Like, I have this thing where I know how to calm down, and I know when I'm fighting somebody, it's one thing I can do is I can stay in control of myself, so to the point that I don't take it too far. Sometimes I have been known to black out, but I'm not really one of them people who black out because I don't like what happens when people black out. I like knowing what happens, bitch. I like it telling the story of me beating your ass. So that's why I'm so calm and I stay during a fight, because ain't no point in blacking out. You know what I mean? You can end up hurting yourself for anything. So when the lady's talking about, oh yeah, he hit my daughter, I'm gonna need to know who he is and what the been the third. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just take a few days off. And then after that, I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna come back. And then when I did like come back up there, like to get something to eat, maybe like 2-3 weeks later, my job really thought that I was not quitting. They like, where you been at? Like, we put you on a schedule, you ain't been showing up out the band. And another reason why I quit too is because that same manager who was talking about somebody had they was coming up there looking for me. She had said to one of my friends who was there. Now, mind you, I don't feel like this girl had no reason to lie on her. Gonna tell this girl when the girl had came in and saw my name and was like, oh, Lonnie still work here? Yeah, I'm so glad. The girl gonna say something, unfortunately. Now, I don't feel like she had no reason to just sit up there and lie on you. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason. Now, she was, you know, she did kind of get a couple glimpses of me cutting off into people, because I'm really not that kind of person who be doing all of that. But if you take me there, guess what? We're there. We're there, and there's really no turning back. Like, because just a few weeks later, me, her, and one of my coworkers had really got into it where she was trying to defuse the situation, but he kept thinking he was a manager, and I kept having to tell him, you're not a manager. I need you to stop. Like, you don't talk to me any kind of way. You don't be over here trying to do my job. You focus on your job. It's 3 of us in this motherfucking location. You do what you gotta do. I handle my business. This is not my first go at the rodeo. I don't need you to come in, chime in, trying to change shit that I'm saying, because my whole thing is just that. See, I'm the kind of person, I come up with like catchphrases when I'm doing like little service jobs and shit like that, because I like for people to remember me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm calling everybody friend, you know what I mean? Making little jokes and stuff like that. And so a lot of them was using my shit, and him for one of them was definitely using my shit. You know what I mean? People was telling me like, oh, I thought that was you because he was saying, you know, this and the third, just how you be saying it to whoop the band. So don't come trying to tell me how to do my job when you're taking motherfucking tips and notes from me, you know. So him and I, he got into it because I'm, you know, trying to tell him that, and he, you know, want to constantly keep bickering back and forth with me, and then he want to, you know, like start trying to pan and shit like that. Bitch, look, I'm not about to pan with you. Nut the fuck up. What you gonna do? I'm gonna get in your face. I'm gonna get all in your motherfucking face, bitch. And what is you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when I'm all in your face? What you gonna do when I'm mushing on you in your motherfucking face like this? Like, bitch, what you gonna do? You're not gonna do nothing, because I've already pulled the hoe out of you. That hoe don't want no smoke, bitch, but I smoke all day. Chimney status. Come on, honey. I live in smoke. Smoke me out. Smoke me out, honey. Smoke me out, sis. You're not going to. So that's probably why she was just like, oh, yeah. It's good that he just kind of like leaving or whatnot, you know, because I ain't got time for that. Because no, she wasn't gonna be able to get me up off of him. I'm 6'4", he's 6'4", honey, but I was gonna mop the floor with them damn dreads he got on his motherfucking head, honey. I was gonna turn him upside down, bitch, dip him in some water, and we were gonna go swish, swish, bitch. Definitely, because I'm not here for it. I don't play those games. You're not gonna disrespect me. You're not gonna try to pull my whole card, bitch, because I don't even have one. I don't know nobody who done found the whole card in me, because I just don't have one. That's why I can't be in these crazy cities with these people who be trying to talk to these gay people all kind of crazy, bitch, because guess what? I don't have a whole card to pull. And either I'm about to find your whole card, or we about to do. All right, well, I'm about to get up off here because this video is now 14 minutes long, and I do not like really long videos. So get money until next time. Man. Hold on, my finger.